also practice playing. Hey everyone, welcome back to another Jazz Drummer Q-Tip of the week. And by the way, happy holidays. I hope you're having a chance to spend some quality time with your family and friends and staying safe at the same time. Okay, so I'm jumping right into this lesson on playing with play-along tracks, playing and practicing with play-along tracks. And if you're not doing this, you're really missing out on a chance to really grow your playing. It's amazing how much I grew after I started playing along with play-along tracks. Not to mention, it's really fun. So the advantage, so as I mentioned a few weeks ago about practicing along with recordings, that's absolutely true. You absolutely need to be playing with recordings because they're human beings, real people. There's no replacing that. You should be doing this every day. But to supplement that, in addition to that, you should be playing along with play-along tracks. And the reason is because you can focus on real specific concepts or specific meters or different feels, different grooves, right? You can really cater your play-alongs to whatever you need to work on. And that's why they're so great. So playing along with play-alongs is going to improve your sense of time, your sense of groove, your overall ability to execute your ideas, your accuracy of your ideas, and also your ability to listen and to hear while you're playing, whether you're just playing the groove or you're actually soloing. You never want to shut your ears off just because you're soloing or because you're focusing on what you're doing. You always want to be hearing everything that's going on. So these are the types of things that will improve when you play along, when you practice with play-alongs. So kind of out of frustration of not being able to find good play-along tracks, specifically jazz play-along tracks that address various concepts and feels and sounds and approaches that are relevant to today's music, I created several that you can download yourself. If you visit my digital download store, you'll see two different packs. You'll see Vamp Pack number 1 and a Vamp Pack number 2. Vamp Pack number 1 is more intermediate basic grooves, and I'm going to give a demonstration of how to play over that and practice with that in a second. And then the Vamp Pack number 2 deals with more advanced concepts and specifically several odd meters. Now, I can't make any promises necessarily, but I promise you, if you practice along with these play-alongs, your playing is going to improve immensely. And you're going to just feel much more comfortable with different grooves, different meters, and getting your ideas out with a sense of flow and fluidity. So check it out. Hey, by the way, if you're interested in taking a group lesson with me, the next one will be on January 22nd, 2022. Whoa, that sounds crazy. And the last one we did this month was a blast. We had such a great time. There's a beginner level, there's an intermediate level, and then there's an advanced level. So whichever level you feel is best for you, you can sign up for that. Check out my website, quincydavisjazz.com. And then go to the lessons tab and you'll find all the information right there. So some things that you can work on while you're playing with play-alongs. The first thing is making sure you're comfortable with the groove of the play-along, right? So this is kind of a montuno. You can just groove on through it. Or right? Just groove. Or you can solo over it. So there I was kind of messing with a different grid. Even though the vamp is in duple meter, you can kind of create more of a more tension if you're using different grids. So triplets, as opposed to just right? And then you should try to play over the bar line eventually. And all of this is just whenever you're comfortable. You don't want to try to do all this at the same time, right? So find hemiolas that get you over the bar line, right? And then a release, right? And the other thing is, don't feel like you always have to play when you're soloing. You don't always have to fill up the space, right? You can play with different grooves. You can also practice playing out of time. But when you're doing that, try to make sure you can hear the track while you're doing it. 1, 2, 3. See what I mean? I'm listening while I'm playing. Right? So as you can hear, there's so many different things that you can work on while you're playing with a play-along track or a backing track. That's why it's really, really beneficial. You can just kind of work it in so many different ways, in a real methodical method, in methodical way, that eventually when you put it all together, it just kind of starts to come out organically and you're more comfortable with all these different approaches. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a sample of me playing along with a few different tracks from the 2 vamp packs that are available in my digital download store. And you can see how I kind of use them in different ways. Sometimes I'm soloing, sometimes I'm grooving, and it's all up to you, whatever you want to do with the track. So. right, so that is the lesson on playing with play along tracks. And I know that if you haven't already started, if you start, you're going to notice such a big improvement in your playing. And don't be afraid to push yourself a little bit. Push yourself out of your comfort zone. That's the beautiful thing about practicing and specifically playing with play along tracks, is that you can kind of push yourself and try tracks that maybe you feel like, hey, this is too hard for me. Well, if you practice it every day, eventually you're going to get better and better at it, and your playing is going to improve. So check it out. Check out those play along tracks. Have fun with them, and until the next time, keep swinging. Bye-bye.